I'm going to be making some mushroom and red pepper stuffed chicken. So I've got myself a couple of chicken breasts, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap them in prosciutto. So I've got myself some prosciutto, which was it wasn't too bad actually. It wasn't overly expensive, and it's just very, very nicely thinly sliced. So it's ideal for wrapping up chicken and that. I've got myself some cooked roasted red peppers and some garlic salt, some chilies, a piece of ginger, 3 cloves of garlic, 4 little cherry tomatoes, 4 mushrooms, and a sprig of rosemary. I forgot her name. I was thinking Mary. No, it's rosemary. So I've got rosemary and I've got my NutriBullet. So I'm going to add my tomatoes. I'm just going to chop my mushrooms in half. I'm going to just bung my chilies in. Then I'm going to sprinkle in a good pinch and a bit of chilies. I'm going to get one of these peppers, let it strain. It's in brine. Just be careful because some of them come in oil. You don't want the ones in oil. You want the one in brine. So I'm just going to chop that, put that in, and my ginger, I am going to, if I can find the damn thing, I'm going to shred that. So it's about ½ an inch. Just mind your fingers. It's more your nails than your fingers. Mind your nails. You don't want a pre-manicure without expecting it. Right. Put that in. That can go in as well. Then I'm going to add, just shred a little bit of my rosemary and pop that in. You don't want this stalky bit. That's ideal for doing kebabs in the summer because it's quite woody stick, and then you can put on bits of chicken and tomatoes and things and then put them on the barbecue. Obviously longer bits than that. And then I'm going to add a little seasoning. And then I'm going to get my lid, put my lid on, and then I'm going to give it a whiz up in the bullet. There we go. Then, simple as, I'm going to get my bits of chicken. I'm just going to put my oven on, 200. Make a bit of a... Get rid of that. And I'm going to get my chicken. Let's get my board. And I'm going to put in each piece of chicken, take off any excess fat. There's a little bit on there. That's all alright. And then what I'm going to do is try and create a little pocket. So I'm going to flatten it out a little bit, and I'm going to just get my knife. Can you see what I'm doing? And I'm just going to literally put my knife in and just create a little pocket. I mean, I'm only doing this for 2 people, so I'm going to have plenty of that. It's like a pepper pesto. A pepper pesto! I'm going to do the same on this side of this chicken. Just make sure you don't go all the way through. You just want like a little pocket. Like that. Alright. Then you're going to get yourself a tray. I can wipe my hands, hang on. I'm going to get some spray lights. Now I've got this garlic one that I seem to be using quite a lot at the moment. It's really nice. It's not as big as the other one. So I'm going to spray my tray. Give it a good spray. I don't want it sticking. That'll do. Then I'm going to get my... Oh, you can smell the garlic. That smells lovely. Oh. And let's get, what shall I use? Probably use a spoon. And I'm going to get some of my pesto. There's a little bit of rosemary that hasn't done there, so I don't want to put that in. And I'm just going to pop it inside. So that's plenty, a spoonful. And another spoonful. There we go. Okay. And then I have a little bit more left. So do you know what I would do with that? I'll show you in a minute. Let's finish this first. Right, so get my prosciutto. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Makes me sound all exotic. Here in Somerset. Right, so come here. Put my bacon over the top. And that one, and it comes in handy little pieces of paper. It's a bit stuck in there, that. Let's stick in more. So, pull it off the piece of paper. Try and get it in one go. It's always a good idea, isn't it? Then I'm going to get a cocktail stick. And I'm going to wrap that prosciutto ham around my chicken, and I'm going to secure it through. Now obviously when this is cooked, you will remove the cocktail stick. You don't want that getting stuck in your throat. Right, so I'm just going to put another piece on here. Give that a good wrap. And secure it. And secure again. And then I've got them both on my rack. Like so. Just going to wipe my hands. And then on top of that, let's get rid of this. On top of that, I'm just going to give it a little season, and then I'm going to pop that in my oven, which is 200, and I'm going to put it in for 25 minutes. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so I was going to show you what I was going to do with the rest of this. So rather than just chuck it away, because it's too good to chuck away, I am going to freeze it in ice cube trays. So in each little ice cube where you would normally put your water, I'm going to pop in my pesto, and then in the week when I want some pesto, particularly maybe for some pasta. So if I did some tagliatelle pasta, and then I could just get a couple of these out and defrost them in a saucepan and just heat them up and then add them to the tagliatelle. So I know this doesn't look like a lot there, but I can assure you that is enough for 2 people to have a nice little midweek tagliatelle. You know, you can add a bit of chicken to it. God, I'm making a mess now. Cook off a couple of chicken breasts, and you could just put this on top of the chicken breasts and pop them in the oven. Take them out of the freezer, obviously, and defrost them, and then add them to your chicken. And yeah, I'm sure that would work. I'm sure it'd be fine. There you go. I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it in my freezer, and I'll be good to go in the week when I want to do a bit of tagliatelle or something. I think also that worked nicely with a bit of salmon. If you had, a nice piece of salmon, I buy this frozen salmon. You can get 4 in a pack, and they're already frozen. So if I got out the salmon and put those into a tray, got out these, popped a couple on each piece of salmon, and then roasted it in the oven, that would be really nice. And you could do that with some potato wedges and a bit of salad. And yeah, I think that would go down well. Right, so that's that. Now the other day I bought some Brussels sprouts. For Sunday we had, I did a Sunday roast. Anyway, I've got some Brussels sprouts left over. So rather than letting them kick around in the fridge and doing nothing, I thought I would give it a go at making something with them. So the other day I was in Lidl and I picked up this, and I haven't used it yet, and I threatened to do it on YouTube. So I'm going to try and find one of the attachments to use as a shredder for my Brussels sprouts. So on the side it shows you a coarse shred, so I reckon maybe that one there, which is, oh God, this will be interesting. I think it's that one I've got in there actually. Oh, that one there. Right, so take that out. So I think what you do is you take the tape off the back, otherwise it's no good for anybody, is it? And then you put that in there. God. Has anybody got one of these? Can they quickly ring me up and tell me how to do it? Is that right? I need to take that one out. And then this thing clamps on like that. Then get your Brussels, take off what you don't want. I'm going to pop it in there. I'm going to pop a couple in. Live dangerously. No idea if this is going to work. Right. Then the idea is to move this. God, really? To move this backwards and forwards. God, is it doing it? It's not the easiest. Am I doing this was right. I think so. That's rubbish, isn't it? It's all come out the bottom now. Honestly, I'm sure I must be doing it wrong. Either that or it's absolutely crap. So, should I try a different one? What else is there? I don't know. What's the other one on there? See, that's even thinner. That's the big one. Maybe it's just not very good for Brussels. I mean, if you were doing it on here, you're going to hurt your fingers, aren't you? This is why I didn't want to do it on here. But that's quite coarse as well. But it's not as blimmin' hard work. I mean, using that's like having a blimmin' workout. Do you know what? I think I'll just go with the old-fashioned. So, if you've got one of these, you can do this. You don't need to go out and spend money on one of those. That just causes you more washing up. So, you're just going to shred your Brussels as much as you obviously require, and then I shall be back in a minute once I've done enough. I'm making more and more mess as I go along. So I have shredded my Brussels sprouts. There is a little bit of wastage because I didn't want to grate my nails. So, hence, if you've got a rabbit, they'll be happy. If you haven't got a rabbit, well, there's a little bit of waste. But, you know, at the end of the day, if I hadn't done anything with them, I'd have thrown the whole lot out because they would have all gone in the bin. Because they'd have sat in the bottom of the fridge and gone all horrible. So, to that, what I have done, I have chopped up, finally, some mushroom. I had a couple of mushrooms left over. And I've chopped them up finally and added them to my Brussels. So I'm mixing those in a little bit. Going to get rid of this blooming contraption. Into the bin's probably the best place for that. I've got a mess everywhere. Right. Now then. Do next is I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning in there. So I'm going to use some mixed herbs and some chilies and a little bit of oregano. So I'm going to sprinkle in some chilies, some mixed herbs and my oregano. Okay, I'm going to add that back into my bowl. Give that a little bit of mix round on my hand. And then I'm going to bind it a little bit with an egg. I'm making this up as I go along. I suspect you realise that. So, an egg. You know Eggo. Going in. And a little bit, I reckon, of Worcestershire sauce, if I've got any. Should add some. Oh. Billy and Perrin. So, pop a bit of Worcestershire sauce in. Give it a bit of a zing. And I'm going to get a a little bit of my garlic salt. Put some of that in. Get a fork. Mix that up. Now, if you've got enough of your ham left, your Parma ham, I reckon we might be able to wrap some in that and make it like a little parcel. So let me just get rid of this. Then I'm going to get my ham. I've hidden it. Here it is. Get some cocktail sticks on the ready this time. Can you see? Better? Right. So I'm going to get my ham and I'm going to choose, because it seems to be coming out in little squibbly little bits, look, so I don't want that. What I want is that bit that is, come on, bigger. It's got folded over. Right, it's okay. So how many of these have we got? So I've got another one here. I mean, that's the tiniest, a bit of fat there, but it's coming off, so I'll take it off. And then I think oh no! And that one. Right. So I'm going to get my spoon, fork. And I'm going to get a little bit of the mix and put some in there. Too much. Then I'm going to wrap him all up, little parcel, and I'm going to stick, that's not a very good one, wish you all sticks, stick a cocktail stick through, there's one, I'll show you properly in a minute, wrap another one. That was a better one. Put a cocktail stick through. That'd be quite a nice little hors d'oeuvre, wouldn't it? And then I'm going to get a bit cheeky. I'm going to cut this one in half. The trick is not to put too much filling in, I think. Roll this one up. Now I'm going to use some of the other hand to sort of help it along, wrap it around the outside. Otherwise all my fillings are just going to come out, I think. All these cocktail sticks, they must have been cheap, they're rubbish. Secure that one. And finally, I've got a little bit here, so I'm going to put that across the top. And then I'm going to roll him up. Oh, get in. Roll him up. Trying to tuck the sides in. There we go. And then secure him with a stick. So I've got, like, the first one I did was more of a little parsley, but then I realised it's better really to roll it. So, to cook those, I would just add them to the tray with the chicken. So I'm just going to quickly take it out. Oh, can't see my glasses. Move them over a little bit. I'm just going to check my chicken. And that's nicely cooked actually. So I'm going to take that out now and I'm going to let it stand. So I'm going to give my tray a little spray. Take the lid off, it helps. Dear oh dear. And I'm going to put my little bacony ones, my ham ones, there. And then I'm going to add, with a spoon, and I'm going to see what they're going to come out like, some little dollopy ones. So it's almost like a stuffing ball, you know, that sort of size. Hopefully the egg will keep that all combined. Squeeze in one more. Right. Fingers crossed. So I reckon 6 to 7 minutes maybe, and then have a look. Right. So let's pop them in the oven. Still at 200 degrees. And I'll come back in a minute. So, it's out. What do we think? Wow. I'm quite impressed actually. These little things, they've held their own really well. And they haven't exploded. Not even the little parcel one that I made first has exploded. They've kept their form really nicely, and they would, if you kept the cocktail stick in them, they would be a nice little hors d'oeuvre, or you could take the stick out and put them on your plate as a little, you know, side accompaniment to your dinner. So I'll give them a try. A bit hot. I'm not, oh, sorry. I'm not overly keen on Brussels, but to be honest, with the ham and the mushroom and there's spice in there that I put in, the chilli and everything, you wouldn't really know that it sort of disguised it a little bit. So if you're somebody that doesn't particularly like Brussels, it's a good way to eat them without, you know, disliking them, disguising them, yeah? So that's that. Here are my little mountains that I did, that are just the plain little mountains, and they've all browned nicely, and they've kept their form as well. So it's like a vegetarian stuffing. So I'll give it a look. Oh, let's get a knife, do it properly. So they were literally in the oven for about 6 minutes. They could have gone in for a little bit longer, but I think they're all right like that. So let's have a try. Very nice. Cool. The rosemary is lovely in there. Really nice. I mean, you could put any herb you wanted in there. I think it's always nice if you've got fresh to put fresh herbs in. But you could put thyme in there, or basil, or a bit of parsley. Nice with the rosemary though. If you were having lamb, that would be lovely. So that's that. And then I've got my chicken. So I shall just cut a little slice. There we go. So that I can try this pepper pesto. So I've got my pepper pesto on my my chicken. The chicken's nice and tender. The tomato, you can taste the tomatoes in there, really nice. There's a little bit of heat. And I can taste the pepper. And I think that's because I used the jarred peppers in brine. They're quite intense in flavour. That is very nice. With some potato wedges, that would all be a very nice meal in itself. Or with a salad, or with a little bit of rice, that would be very nice. But yeah, I think it wasn't too traumatic to make. It was quite easy to make. You could easily do that in the week. It wouldn't have to be a weekend meal. Yeah, apart from the blimmin' slicing thing, stick to your old-fashioned grater and I think you'll be well away, but you probably may have one of those graters and you might have the knack. Maybe I just need to practice a little bit more. Anyway, give us a thumbs up if you like this vlog, and tell your friends about me, and press the like button. That's always nice. And give us a comment. I love comments. I don't get many, so give us a comment, and I'll see you next time. Press the bell.